Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride.
Hi. I'm laughing. No, I'm not working on my email manifesto. Maybe I am. What did I leave out? Oh, this whole chair. I hope everybody's doing well today. We are doing, well, first of all, happy 420. It is indeed the 20th day of April, 420. I'm very bad at that today. So everybody let us know what you're partaking in the chat. As a reminder, this is a pregame fun party prior to going to the slap fights. There will not be any slapping here that I know of. So prior to going to slap fights over at Creedence and Mikey, which I believe I posted the link. It's pinned at the top of the chat, just in case you can't join us for the whole time. But if you're here, we will be redirected there once I set that up. Did you watch me realize that, like literally, that momentarily that I did not already set up that redirect? I will. We have time. It'll be fine. Bradley, you haven't been here for my my intro lately? Yeah, that's the new intro. I like it. I like it a lot. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Like I said, lots of fun going on for Saturday slap fight. So we are going to watch a little bit of court. Just, that's what we like to do. So get comfortable and enjoy. I think we'll start with a little bit of Travis County.
Officers or other attorneys who may represent the state. You have the right to terminate any review at any time. If you are indigent and cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to request the appointment of an attorney. You have the right to an examining trial, which is a pre-hearing if you're charged with a felony. You will be given a reasonable time and opportunity to consult with an attorney, and you will be admitted to bail if allowed by law. Do you have any questions, gentlemen, regarding your general rights? All right, thank you. Next, we're going to go over the 4 main ways to be released from custody. The first way is to post the full amount of your bail in cash or with the cashier's check. That is the full amount, not a percentage or a payment plan. That money is kept on deposit with the sheriff's office until your case is resolved. Once your case is resolved, those monies are returned to you. The second way to be released from custody is by hiring a bail bondsman. A bail bondsman will in general charge you 10 to 15% of the bond amount to obtain your release from jail. Any fee you pay a bondsman, however, is not refundable. When you are back at the post, you will be given access to the different phone numbers of different bail bondsmen, if that is what you desire. The third way to be released from custody is by qualifying for personal bond. A personal bond is essentially your promise to return.
Does she seem off on her little intro today? I know we don't listen to it all the time, but she just seems like it's not flowing. Hi, Tina. I have 2 joints rolled already right here, ready to go. One is BC Bounty, and the other one is Permanent Marker. But I'm saving the Permanent Marker one for the slap fight proper. You know what I'm saying? She does seem a bit unenthusiastic today, right? I don't know. Oh, Bradley, you did. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. You did indeed. Let me say thank you. Thank you, Bradley. Appreciate that. You got the NHL on the big TV. Who's playing? Tell us who's playing. Okay, now I scrolled way up. Oh my god. Jonathan's here. Okay. I think we're back.
Court. The fourth and final way to be released from custody is by hiring an attorney. An attorney can obtain either a surety bond or a personal bond on your behalf. Additionally, any fee you pay an attorney to get you released from custody will oftentimes go towards your total legal fees if you end up hiring that attorney to handle the rest of your case. That way, you do not have to pay twice. Regardless of how you get out of custody, make sure you return for all your court dates, or a warrant will be issued for your arrest. Do you have any questions, gentlemen, regarding the four main ways to be released from custody?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. Next, we're going to go over your individual charge and bond amounts. First, we have Eric Hamilton. Come on forward and take the chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Vicky. Also, we're going to play Guess the Crime tonight, guys, since there's just a few of them and it's a short one. So I think it is the one closest to the wall. They all seem to have their hands inside their shirts. So it is time to guess the crime. Go ahead and put your guesses in the chat. And we do need a coffee command. That would be nice to give everyone a cup of coffee. Reminding me of my coffee here. Thank you, Bubba Mug, because I made this coffee like 6 hours ago, and it's still pretty hot. Well, it's warm. I'm going to give it warm. Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't spill it. Okay. Unsanctioned slap fight, stealing a coffee pot from his job, theft. It's cold and nipply in there. I bet it is. This is a super tanker of cups. It is not the Stanley Cup, but it is my Bubba mug. Hashtag not a sponsor yet. One day. Plus, I'm getting pretty good at making the coffee. I'll just say that myself. Yeah, sorry. I'm thinking about coleslaw wrestling and slap fighting and an amalgamation of both of them for women, like coleslaw slapping, CSS, coleslaw slapping. Anyways, no more bets. No more bets. I gotta put some music to that so that it shuts me up. Let's see what he did.
Come on forward. I can't hear you from back there. Sorry. It looks like you have a third-degree felony possession of controlled substance, where the range of punishment is a minimum of 6 months to a maximum of 2 years in a state jail facility and a $10,000 fine. That bond was set at $7,500 plus a drug court screen. You also have a Class B misdemeanor driving while intoxicated, where the range of punishment is up to 6 months in the county jail and a $2,000 fine. And that bond was set at $3,500. Do you have any questions, Mr. Hamilton, regarding your charges or bond amounts?
I didn't get qualified for the PR bond on either one.
No, it says pretrial is saying you got pending cases.
Yeah, I'm out on bond right now. I got an attorney.
Yeah, I'm out on bond right now. Dude, do you hear yourself? And you wonder if you qualify for pretrial? The wind here, you guys, is really bad right now. Like, it just escalated. I was just looking to see if there's a wind warning. Because it's going crazy. Loud slap fight pre-gaming could involve slapping for the right amount of money. Or ass slapping, sure. I wasn't thinking ass slapping. You know me. So drugs it is, and also DUI. Thank you so much, Open Mic. Nice to see you. And I got an attorney, right? Like, what the fuck? Hi, Chuck. Happy 420. Let's go ahead and see how she deals with this. She's usually pretty good at explaining why people don't get this when they're on bond.
Who is that?
Charles Popper.
Okay, yes, I know Mr. Popper. He's a very good attorney. Please tell him I said hello. So your first call this morning, Mr. Hamilton, since you're already out on bond, you know, pretrial won't give you a new bond. You just need to call Charles and have him do, Mr. Popper, and have him do a bond for you.
All right.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
No.
All right, so ordered.
No.
Mr. Hamilton, you also have tickets pending in the municipal court for.
Yeah, I got they.
He's gonna fuck it up. She was gonna give him for free, and he's gonna fuck it up. Sir, sit your ass down and let this woman handle you. Let this magic happen. She's trying to give you a gift. Oh, your grandson Lincoln. That's so sweet. Oh, what a name. I love it. Congratulations, Chuck. Good job. Not on you, but on whoever birthed him. But he could still get his tickets. She's going to give him his tickets. He just needs to say, yes, I have tickets. And then she's going to say, I'll give you two options. I can give you a date for court, or I can give you credit for time served. Which do you prefer? And then he's going to fuck it up.
I was just here March the 14th. They released me because they messed up on my bond, and they gave me a paper to go to the precinct for April 15th so I can get time served. I think it's the same tickets.
So I'm about to ask, that's what I'm about to ask you. I'll give you two choices. I'll give you a court date. The court date will be on May the 23rd of 2024 at 2:30 p.m. Or I'll give you credit for time served. Which would you prefer, sir?
Credit time served.
Is it your desire to enter into a plea of no contest on these old tickets?
No, ma'am.
That would be a yes. If you
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'll take your plea of no contest, find you guilty, give you credit for time served, and those tickets will be resolved this morning. You have any other questions for me? You're welcome.
No, ma'am.
All right. Take care of yourself. Next, we have Aaron Jones. Come on forward and take the empty chair, sir.
Okay, it's time to guess what Aaron Jones did. Guess the crime. He didn't fuck it up the last one. I'll give him that, luckily. But what did this guy do? Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones. Calling Dr. Jones. Yeah, he did not block his blessings. That's right, Beverly. He did not. I am getting a bit of a pattern around here. Although driving on suspended license is a good choice. There's a lot of cherry blossom trees around where I live. And so what that means is when there is a windstorm, the cherry blossoms like go from the ground and from the tree and swirl in the air. So it's a little nuts outside when it gets really windy. All right, we have many options here. All right, that's it. No more bets. No more bets. Let's see. Oh, there they go again.
You have been charged with a Class A misdemeanor terroristic threat. The range of punishment on the type of offense in the state of Texas is up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine. That bond was set at $5,000. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
No, ma'am.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with this case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so ordered. Mr. Jones, same reason as the previous gentleman as to why they didn't give you
The PR.
Right, they say you're already out on bond. Who's representing you on the case you're already out on?
Joe Taylor.
All right, Mr. Taylor's a very good attorney. Please tell him I said hello. You just need to call him this morning and let him know you've been rearrested so he can do a new bond for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning and help you with this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so ordered. Take care of yourself, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Next, we have Corby Hemphill.
That one was terroristic threats, which I don't even know if I'm allowed to say on YouTube. But yeah. Okay, that's not good. I'm gonna play this a bit, let the guy stand up, and then we will make our guesses.
Come forward and take the empty chair, sir. You have been charged with a state jail felony.
Oh, I almost let it go. A state jail felony. Which is it, guys? Tell me the felony. Tell me it now. Type it in the chat. You know how. Okay. These are all good guesses. I've lit a joint for 420, by the way. Breaking the bank vault while stealing money. Beverly reminds me of a story because, you know, I've worked at a bank for a long time. I used to work at a bank, and banks have time locks on their safes, on their vaults. And if you fuck that up, you actually can't open it. Like, you can't. Without like breaking it to the point where you're not allowed to use it again. So you have to be very careful when you set the time lock. And I remember one time the manager I was with overset the time lock on a Saturday. And so on Monday morning, the branch couldn't open the vault and get any money out. And they couldn't open the whole day. It was actually hilarious.
Burglary and out of county from Hayes County. Well, actually, it looks like all of these
Burglary
cases are from Hayes County. All three are felonies: burglary of a building, criminal mischief, and an engaging. The engaging is a second degree felony where the range of punishment is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 20 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. They have set that bond as $10,000. Then you have a third degree felony criminal mischief where the range of punishment is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 10 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. That bond was set at $7,500. And finally, sir, you have a state jail felony burglary of a building from Hayes County where the range of punishment is a minimum of 6 months to a maximum of 2 years in a state jail facility and a $10,000 fine. And that bond was also set at $7,500. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charges or London?
How much is my bond in total, ma'am?
Looks like 25,000. What's going on with these cases out there, Mr. Hemphill? You got an attorney? You've been going to court?
Right now, I currently have a case in Travis County. I have a judge, Gary Bruce. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where that's coming from, those charges, but
Oh, you don't?
no, I'm waiting to get transferred to Travis County to get it resolved. I mean, get transferred to Hayes.
Down here. So Mr. Bruce is representing you here in Travis County?
Yes, ma'am.
Is he hired or appointed?
He's appointed.
Does he practice out in Hayes, to your knowledge?
No, I don't know.
You're not sure. Are you requesting that I appoint you someone for the Hayes County cases?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so our appointment order, Mr. Hempel, will be sent out to Hayes County. If Mr. Bruce is on their appointment list, and he'll receive these cases as well. Even though he's not, we're not sure if he's on the appointment list there in Hayes. My first call this morning would be to him to let him know you've been rearrested on these cases so that he could potentially do a bond for you.
I've been calling him. He hasn't been answering. I was trying to get a hold of Charles Popper.
Okay, or Mr. Popper, Mr. Popper's here all the time, so absolutely, either one of them, if you could get in contact with. Okay,
Yes,
all right. You have any other questions for me, sir?
ma'am.
All right, take care of yourself. Next, we have Raymond Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez, come on forward and take the empty chair.
Ooh, I caught it in time. High kind of wild. How's Colorado on 420? What did Mr. Hernandez do? It's time to guess the crime. What did he do? I think it's criminal trespass number 2. Not the first offense, I mean. By that, what do you think? Put it in the chat. Oh my God, everything rhymes. It's weird when I do that all the time. Oh, Chris, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you so much. I am glad to hear that you are feeling a little bit better. He didn't like my singing, or you didn't like it, Jonathan. I'm going to take it personally, like you didn't like it. DUI, menacing, operating a taco truck without a permit. They'll get you for lemonade stands in certain places, you know. 420 all the way, even though it's 24, because I live in Canada, and that's the way we do. Could be DV. Yeah, I think that. I really think. Oh, Jonathan, you got one too. 5 months, and you love my singing. Well, you're crazy. Oh, thank you, Chris. I know you can't stay long enough, but thank you for being here. Remember, if you're around later, we'll be going to slap fights, having a good old time watching the boys call the fights. So, you know where to find us. And thank you again, Jonathan. Bradley, thank you so much for telling us not what you're doing, hopefully, but what you think this guy did. This guy, sorry. All right, no more bets. No more bets, ladies and gents. No more bets. But we can start talking about dinner and food items we want to eat. I will allow that. Urinating during a robbery. Is there DNA in pee? Do you think that you could get DNA out of it? I don't know.
Looks like you have 3 state jail felonies, or the range of punishment is a minimum of 6 months to a maximum of 2 years in a state jail facility and a $10,000 fine. The first state jail felony has been styled as a credit or debit card abuse. That bond was set at $7,500 plus no contact with the alleged victim. The second state jail felony, the second and the third, have both been styled as a fraudulent use or possession of identifying information, where the range of punishment again is the same, 6 months, minimum of 6 months to a maximum of 2 years in a state jail facility and a $10,000 fine. And each of those 2 bonds has also been set at $7,500 plus no contact with the alleged victim. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charges or bond amounts?
No, ma'am.
Are you requesting that I appoint you an attorney this morning to help you with these cases?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, you had the same issue as the previous gentleman. Pretrial services is saying you're already out on bond, so that's why they didn't give you a new person of bond. Who got you out previously? Who's your attorney?
Mr. Gabriel Hernandez.
Gabe Hernandez. All right, yes, he's also a very good attorney. Please tell him I said hello. So your first call this morning should be to Mr. Hernandez. Let him know you've been rearrested and that he can do some bonds on you. Is he hired or appointed?
He was hired. I think my mother and him, my family.
Okay, do you want me to appoint someone to help you this morning, or are you gonna hire Mr. Hernandez?
Well, I mean, the first case was thrown out. I think it was rejected. They told me because when the man came in for his first charge, I was on bond, they rejected it. So everything should have been all right with that one. My finance, works out the issues with him with the financial fees. Like they worked it out with him on that one because they were kind of upset, and I couldn't get a hold of them at the time. But I left the message. I'm pretty sure that they're not going to be too happy with what's going on now because they pretty much know that things go on, they shouldn't go on. They know that it's against the law, you know what I mean? So they'll pretty much contact them and get it straight. And, I don't do nothing wrong to nobody. I mean, I do what I can.
Hold on, what's happening? What the fuck's happening? So there was a turn here in what he's saying, and I'm confused. What is he talking about? Is he saying the government's done something illegal to him? I think that's what I'm gathering. That's what I'm hearing. Let's listen again. I've gone back like 30 seconds.
Works out the issues with him with the financial fees. Like they worked it out with him on that one because they were kind of upset, and I couldn't get a hold of them at the time. But I left the message. I'm pretty sure that they're not going to be too happy with what's going on now because they pretty much know that things go on, they shouldn't go on. They know that it's against the law, you know what I mean? So they'll pretty much contact them and get it straight. And, I don't do nothing wrong to nobody. I mean, I do what I can. And,
I just need to know if you want me to appoint you an attorney or if you're going to hire your own.
No. Can you please appoint one, ma'am? I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So court-appointed counsel, if you haven't already been gotten out by your family, will come to visit you in the next 1 to 2 days. Do you have any questions about that process?
No, ma'am. But did I qualify for the PR bond?
Again, it's the same issue. Pretrial services is saying they denied you because you have pending cases, just like the previous gentleman. So that's why I'm asking if you're going to hire an attorney. Do you want me to appoint someone? Because only an attorney can get you out, or you have to pay a bondsman at this point, since you're already out on bond.
Okay, even if it got thrown out, even if it already was, because yesterday I came to court I came here for court yesterday originally, before this all happened.
Right. I mean, this is showing that the UUMV case is set on May 28th of 2024 in front of Judge Blasey. That's the case that's pending.
And the man this morning came to me that I signed the papers for three charges. He said it was rejected.
Okay, so who's your attorney on that case, sir? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Oh, who was it on previously on that case? It was Christopher. I can't think of his name. Was Christopher something. Christopher.
It's not on this paperwork, so I can't tell who that is. But if it's been thrown out, that's the attorney you need to call to let pretrial know that you no longer have a pending case, because they still show it as pending.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Or just have my family contact somebody, or you said that I'll get a lawyer within 1 or 2 days?
Correct. Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So once that's corrected, then I can probably qualify for a PR bond, right?
Correct. But somebody has to track down whether that case is still pending or not. And right now, pretrial still shows it as pending.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Yes, you too, man. God bless you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Next, we have Akesh Christodos. I hope I'm saying your last name correctly. My apologies, sir.
Okay, what did this guy do? I am confused about the last case a little bit, but as usual, she handles them very well. Oh, the wind. I'm sure you can't hear it, but I can hear it. Okay, DV. I think this one is driving. This one, I think, is a DUI. And I think it is a second offense. That's my guess, and I'm sticking to it. But in the chat, all that's coming through are these two letters. Definitely to be smack junk. And the thought, oh, that's a good guess. And assault. No license or insurance. That's a good one. Oh, I'm going to make potato soup later. I just remembered. I had a plan and I'm sticking to it.
You have
no
a
more
third-degree felony harassment of a public servant. It's a bond increase from the 427 District Court Judge Needles. She has set that bond at $9,000. What's going on with you and Judge Needles? Have you been going to court?
Yes, I was told that I would be going to court today to be released. That's what my mom told me. Yes,
Okay, so you're gonna be in front of Judge Needles today?
I think so.
Okay, who's your attorney on this case, sir?
I think I have Mr. Don Bartos working with me. I think he's my lawyer. I'm not sure who my attorney is.
Is Mr. Bartos hired or appointed, Mr. Christodos?
Okay, I might need to apply for one, I think, for an attorney.
Okay, no problem. I will appoint you someone, but is Mr. Bartos hired or appointed? Did you pay
Okay.
him or?
All right. Court appointed.
I'm asking you a question, sir, regarding Don Bartos. Did you hire him or was he appointed?
He's I believe he was appointed, I think. I want to say appointed.
Okay, all right, so I'll issue a new appointment order this morning. If he was previously appointed, sir, then he will receive this case as well.
Yes,
Okay.
he's been my lawyer. He's been my lawyer before. He's the one receiving the
Okay,
cases.
so your first call this morning should be to Mr. Bartos's office. Let him know you've been magistrated. If he has set you on the docket today in front of Judge Needles, then make sure he's aware you're ready to go on over to see her. Okay?
Yes, I was told that he'd be dismissing my charges for me to come out of the jail. I was told this yesterday that he would send that information to the jail here, that my case is clear here with him, and then that I would be released later. That's what I was told.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just saying, you need to let him know you've been magistrated, call his office so he can go about what he's gonna do, either post the bond or get you in front of the court, in front of Judge.
Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
all right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Next, we have Sherman Johns. Come on forward and take the empty chair, sir.
That guy had a booming voice. Like booming. He really knows how to fill the room with his voice. Like a tenor. I don't know. Anyways, okay, what did this guy do? Now I'm thinking about the potato soup. Can't stop thinking about it. Yes, there will absolutely be bacon in it. The same bacon I talked about yesterday, double smoked bacon. Delish. Probably also, do we think celery? Or just onion and garlic? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up a recipe. Well, what do we think? This guy did robbery, DUI, rump shaking in public, guilty. Stealing in a Walmart. We haven't heard that today. That would be totally typical based upon how many body cam videos I see of people stealing at Walmart. Let me see. Hello, Tammy. How are you? Bill, you're funny. Assault and battery. Oh, yeah. You got arrested to research a part in an upcoming TV series. Oh, yeah. Actually, a Hundy P. Yes. Hundy P. All right. No more bets. Let's get down to business.
So you've been charged with a second-degree felony possession of controlled substance. The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 20 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. That bond was set at $15,000 plus a drug court screen. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding your charge or bond amount?
personal bond. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't receive it, same reason, they're saying you're already out on bond. If you got something pending, what do you got pending?
I'm out on personal bond myself. I controlled substance.
Well, I was thinking about making a mirepoix of celery, carrots, and onion and garlic, like as the base of my soup in the fat from the bacon. But maybe that is good. I'm going to have to blend the whole thing. Lucky I have a really high-powered blender. But I'm going to blend the whole thing eventually and make it very smooth. So potato, carrot, onion, celery, bacon soup.
How'd you get out on those cases?
I've been in prison 30 years. I don't have a record, man. I just got out 9 months. I've been in prison 30 years. I worked 2 jobs. I happened to be going to work other morning, and they raided down here on downtown. And that's how I got caught up in this stuff. I work at the W on 3rd Street, Lavaca, parking attendant. And I work at the door on the W.
Wonderful. What I'm saying though is that they're saying you were indicted on some manufacturing or delivery controlled substance cases March the 28th of this year in the 460th District Court, Judge Alvarenga. What's going on with those cases? Those cases are the reason why you didn't receive a personal bond.
I took the 3 years probation.
So you're on probation?
Well, so I went to court 2 days ago to take a 3 year probation, and something had happened in there, so they reset everybody.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what's preventing you from being considered for personal bond. But what is the office date of this case? Oh, this just happened on the 15th. That was Monday.
Yeah, it was two days ago. Yeah, I don't see them, but that was 2 days ago.
Yeah. Who's representing you on the other felony cases, Mr. Johns? Who's your attorney?
Renton.
What's the name?
Renton, Ryan Renton.
Okay, that's not ringing a bell, but okay, that's who you need to call and let them know you've been rearrested, that you just were in court a couple days ago, and then after court, it looks like you got rearrested, right? And that's what it appears to be. So you need to call him, let him know you're back in jail so he can get you out on bond. You can't qualify for personal bond if you're already out on some previous bonds. Okay, does that make sense? So go ahead and give that attorney a call and let him know you've been magistrated and he needs to come and do a bond on you. Is he hired or appointed?
He's appointed.
Okay, all right, so we'll issue another appointment order this morning. He should receive this case as well, but he won't get it for a day or two.
Hi, Jim. Hope you're doing well. You guys, I found the recipe I'm going to use. Look at this. I don't know if you can't, obviously, damn it. It looks amazing. It's going to be amazing. Maybe a little different. Oh, I have to do my research later. Anyways, you guys, listen. I want you to share with me what you're imbibing with this 420. 30 years for putting celery in your bacon and potato soup. I'll tell you right now, this recipe does only call for one single stalk of celery, so perhaps I was a little overzealous with my celery application. But luckily, I am the only person that's going to eat this soup because my roommate does not think that soups are food. So that's the way that is.
Because it has to come from the Office of Court Administration. So that's why I'm telling you, call him first thing this morning and let him know you've been rearrested so he can go ahead and get you out.
Oh, I don't get another lawyer.
Usually what they do is if you're already represented by somebody and you said he was just representing you 2 days ago, then he'll get this same case because you just went to court with him. right? So probably not. You'd have to ask for a new lawyer when you go back in front of Judge Alvarenga on those other cases.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have any other questions for me regarding that process, Mr. Jones? All right, take care of yourself, sir. Next, we have Pierre Jones. Mr. Jones, it looks like you have several things pending as well. 3 second-degree felonies where the range of punishment is a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 20 years in the Texas Department of Correction and a $10,000 fine. Each of those bonds has been set at $15,000 plus no contact with the alleged victim. And then, sir, it looks like you have what is this? State jail felony tampering with an electronic monitoring device, where the range of punishment is a minimum of 6 months to a maximum of 2 years in a state jail facility and a $10,000 fine. That bond was set at $5,000. And then finally, sir, you have a Class A misdemeanor violation of bond conditions where the range of punishment is up to 1 year in the county jail and a $4,000 fine. And that bond was also set at $5,000. Do you have any questions, sir, regarding?
Yes, ma'am. I've been on the monitor for like 2 months. I've been on a monitor, and I sent John Evans, my court opponent, I sent John Evans everything that this female just calling the police and making reports, like, and I sent them all, I sent them everything. Just like yesterday, she was online laughing about it. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, I'm gonna get my victim service like this, laughing, because I got twins on the way and she can't have kids. So she made a report on Wadisha Hornsby, my baby mama that's pregnant. We got the same charges, and her sister. Her sister never been in trouble. So her sister, I was on the phone, her sister yesterday said, I got one. You know what I'm saying? Now she got one. She a nursing assistant, never been in trouble her whole life. Now she got the same thing. So all three of us got these same cases, but ain't nothing being done about it. But this woman, Brandis Turner, steady calling the police and making fake reports just to get victim service. Ain't nothing but us getting in trouble. But I'm on a monitor. So if I'm on a monitor, how these cases go through? If I'm on a monitor, and then it says tampering. If y'all can contact my pretrial service, Miss Gracie, I supposed to been going back because my thing just kept beeping. I think water got in it. My thing just kept beeping. So I supposed to went back Friday to get another. They supposed to have changed it. I never tampered with nothing. They supposed to have changed the monitoring device. It just I'm on from 6 to 9. So I just know if I win, I wasn't gonna make it back in time. So that's why I didn't go.
Okay, no, that's all right. I mean, so is Mr. Evans appointed?
Yeah, he was appointed. He was appointed.
So are you requesting that I issue another appointment order today for these 5 new cases?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So again, same advice that I gave the previous gentleman, Mr. Jones. You're gonna need to call Mr. Evans and let him know you've been rearrested so that he can do some bonds on you. He's been appointed, so he can get you out for free. So just give him a call this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
But you probably gonna have to go back on that monitor and deal with your judge regarding those tampering allegations. Who is your judge? Who were you going to court?
I don't know. I posted with the court May 7th.
Let's see. Let me see if I can tell you who it is. Oh, Judge Brown. All right. So Judge Brown can be tough. He like talking to y'all man to man, right? As another African-American male. So you're just gonna have to talk to Judge Brown about that monitor. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Take care of yourself. All right. Officer Brown, is there everybody in the room?
Yeah, I did not get a bill.
Come on forward if you have a question, sir. What's your name?
Corbin Hemphill?
Phil, I didn't talk to you about the PR bond?
No, ma'am.
Oh, you got out of county, sir. You're from Hayes. Your stuff is from Hayes County. We don't do PR bonds on the out of county cases. But that's why I was telling you to call your attorney. Who'd you say it was? Bartos?
Gary Proust.
Oh, Mr. Proust. Yeah, just call Mr. Proust. Is he appointed on your case in Travis County?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So he can be paid to get you out on these cases in Hayes County. Just give him a call this morning. Okay, but we don't give PR bonds automatically on out-of-county cases.
He hasn't been answering the phone.
Okay, anybody that your family chooses to hire, an attorney or a bondsman, If not, we will issue that appointment order to Hayes County, and Hayes County will send a attorney, but understand that it's gonna probably take them about 5 to 6 days. That's why I'm trying to tell you to call Mr. Bruce first, so you get some sense if you can get out faster than what Hayes County sends, than the attorney that Hayes County sends.
Yes, ma'am. Do you have any information about when I would be transferred?
If you don't postpone, Hayes County will pick you up in 10 days.
Yes, ma'am.
All right?
All right.
All right. Take care of yourself, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Brown, anybody else in the room? That we
No, I'm gonna go ahead and try to do east.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I have more court though for us. Just let me add it to the stage. We're in Brian Kirkham's court. We're skipping these guys, but we are going to, was it Bailey Hobbs? Yeah, it was her. Damn it.
The scheduling conference is whereby we.
Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Pro se, this lady's pro se.
Yes, we're going to continue with this case. Now, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
All right, so now we're moving on to this is case 2024-508 DM Tiffany Osborne versus Shane Osborne. It is Monday, April 15th, 2024 at 1:24 p.m. Attorney Bailey Hobbs for defendant. Plaintiff is via telephone.
Okay. Mr. Osborne, I'll go to you first because you are the plaintiff in this matter. And the scheduling conference is whereby we attempt to put in place various dates and procedures so that the case will proceed in an orderly fashion. But to do that, I want to find out what issues are in dispute. So I'll ask you, sir, what issues do you believe to be in dispute in this case? Mr. Osborne?
Your Honor, Miss Osborne is the plaintiff. Maybe that might be why she's not answering.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Miss Osborne?
Yes, Your Honor.
What issues do you believe to be in dispute?
Well, I'm not really sure. I've never been divorced before, so this is all new to me. I heard this was over child custody, which I want full custody of Paisley. This is the home she grew up in. She's a special needs child.
Okay, I only need to know the issue, ma'am. I only need to know the issues, not the background. Because we're just finding what the issues are that are in dispute.
Okay, to dispute.
You're saying custody.
I want, yes, custody,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, Ms. Bailey Hobbs, maybe you could fill me in. Any other issues in dispute?
Thank you, Your Honor. I would say that probably all of the issues are currently in dispute. With regard to the child, we would have issues of custody, parenting time, child support, paternity, I believe is the only issue that is not in dispute. Regarding.
Okay. Are there property disputes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there spousal support disputes?
I don't know.
Yes.
My client did not plead spousal support,
Okay.
but Miss Osborne may have. I don't have that up right now.
Ms. Osborne, did you plead request for spousal support?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Okay. We will mark that down then. Are we looking at, are you going to need time for discovery, Ms. Osborne?
Time for discovery?
Yes.
Can you explain that to me? I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, let me
Don't know
ask
your
Ms. Bailey
jargon.
Hobbs if she needs discovery, and then I can explain it. Ms. Bailey Hobbs, are you
Okay.
looking for a time for discovery?
Your Honor, a little bit of time would be good, but I don't think that discovery is going to be a huge component.
Okay. Ms. Osborne, what it is discovery is the time whereby you can acquire information from the other side. You can do that through interrogatories, which are questions that need to be signed under oath, requests for production of documents, requests to admit. You can do depositions, anything that you might need for getting information from the other side.
Okay.
What I'll do is I'll put down June 1 as the discovery cutoff date. What that means, ma'am, is that you're going to have to do whatever discovery you have, you're going to have to do it before June 1, or you will not be allowed to have any. You understand?
I'm trying to understand. If I don't do it by June 1st, I won't have any discovery.
Right, that's correct.
And discovery again means what? I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Acquiring
Means
information from the other side through the processes that I mentioned.
Okay.
I assume you already know that that is my name too. So I agree. Actually, no, I do like my name now. Oh, look, you were trying to lure me with Swiss Chalet, the Taco Bell, poutine lobster. Oh, I'm in. I'm in, Alana. But having grown up a Paisley, you get called Parsley a lot. Poutine's a new one. I love all the P names you guys come up with. Oh, geez. But she needs to get a lawyer. Like, literally. This is what needs to happen. Also, if you're just getting here, go ahead and make sure that you've clocked in for your shift. I have now set up the stream to redirect over to Creedence and Mikey, the main channel where we will be watching Slap Fights 420 live from Oklahoma City. I could change it. You know what's funny is that I did change it. I also had a double-barreled last name. So, yeah. Paisley, Paisley, Paisley. Oh, Jonathan, you're so sweet. Thank do, Jonathan. Choose me. Hursley. Oh, there you go. I don't have a middle name. But I will always be placenta to some. Placenta to one, at least, my daughter. But now mom. Patchouli. No, Bill. Not quite. But it did. No, I'm not even gonna dox myself further.
I don't know what to say to that. I want full custody of her.
Okay.
And
I'm aware of that.
I don't
You
know
mentioned
about I don't know what other information I would get from the other side. So I'm not.
Well, I don't know either. That's up to you. So if you need it, you have to do it by June 1.
Does this mean if I feel that he's not a fit parent,
No.
I need to show you? Okay.
No.
Well,
It means, let's say, for instance, you were not certain for child support and you needed to get his income. You could acquire that through, again, the processes that I mentioned, or you could subpoena the employer, or you could do any myriad of other things to try to get that information.
okay, yes, there are ways. I am going through files now, and I'm finding that Mr. Osborne makes way more than he's claiming.
All I'm talking about this is not any disputes that you have at this point.
Okay.
Okay. So if you need to acquire that information, you have until June 1 to do it.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Court will set mediation for the month of June. Ms. Osborne, I assume you don't have any attorney mediator that you're aware of to handle the case, do you?
Did you say Miss Osborne?
Yes.
No, my attorney will be in the next hearing though. I'm in between right now.
Okay.
So I'm not being represented today, so
Okay.
this is kind of a struggle for me.
Ms. Bailey Hobbs, do you have any recommendations?
Tom, thank you so much. Yay! Thank you so much. That's a great reminder. Turn on gifting. Members only tomorrow, promise. You guys are hilarious. Pacific's not a bad first name. Not a bad first name at all. Autistic Shill, first of all, thank you. You're willing to get anything on the Winnipeg case? Oh, I'm not too worried about. What do you mean? Well, we can't go to court on it, I don't think, but I'll look into it afterwards. Not sure what, but we'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. I'll look into it. Canadian cases are harder to get than American ones in some senses, but in other senses, I'm approaching true media status at this point for court cases anyways, so we'll talk about it for sure. And thank you again, by the way. I seriously appreciate the support and tips on cases. We've done a couple Canadian cases where I've read about them, but there's not a lot of video footage of Canadian court cases. Not in court video anyway.
For a mediator.
Your Honor, I would recommend attorney mediator Michelle Woznicki as the mediator for this case.
Okay, Ms. Osborne, do you have any problem with Ms. Woznicki? Or
Who is she and how did you choose her?
well, she doesn't have to disclose that. She just recommended that person. You have a right, if we name that person, that you can research it, and if there's some issue that you have with that, then you can always bring that up at a later point. So.
Okay, and she is a mediator?
She's an attorney mediator, yes.
Okay, all right, and her name again, please?
It's Michelle's her first name, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Michelle Woznicki.
Woznicki.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Yes, I would definitely like to look into her first. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if she's not able to, Ms. Bailey Hobbs, do you have an alternate that you recommend?
Let's put attorney mediator Colleen Lennon.
Colleen Lennon? Your Honor, was that Colleen Lennon?
Yes.
I'm getting that vibe.
Okay.
And that's just if Ms. Woznicki would not be available or had some conflict or something like that.
Okay. All right.
The court will set July 8, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. as the settlement conference date. Parties are required to be present unless we've come to a full agreement prior to that time.
Okay, so we have another meeting, Your Honor, at July 8th at 1:30, you said?
1:30, correct.
Okay, and this is for settlement?
Settlement conference.
Settlement conference, okay?
Now, I would tell you, Ms. Osborne, until such time as you have an attorney, make sure that you review the scheduling order, because there are dates in that scheduling order as the things that you must comply with at that time. If you do not comply with them, then you risk not either having a witness be able to be present and testify, or to introduce exhibits or anything of that nature. So pay attention to the dates that are in the case scheduling order so that you don't run afoul of that.
Okay, I have been checking with Safe Place. They're very familiar there. I've had to leave the home and stay there many times. And they are helping me out, and
Okay.
they are also helping me get with legal services to help.
Okay, that's fine.
They have a huge file on what's going on in this marriage. So
Okay.
it would help, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
So I will
just-
have my attorney next time,
Okay.
and I
this
will keep up with these dates.
This order will go out either today or tomorrow. You should have it by the end of the week. And again, just comply with the orders. Anything else, Ms. Osborne?
Well, I have not seen child support yet. I don't know when that starts. Like I said, I'm new to all this.
Okay.
I have not received any money from my daughter
Okay, well,
whatsoever.
we're not dealing with that today, ma'am. We're
Okay.
just dealing with the
Yes, sir.
scheduling order.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Ms.
Thank you,
Bailey,
Your Honor.
Ms. Bailey Hobbs, anything else that you have?
I have nothing, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Well, you're free to go. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, let's go to the other scheduling.
We're gonna have to follow up on that one if she actually gets an attorney. I think the odds of that are low. If you are just getting here, we are going to the slap fighting. We have slap fight date night tonight. Date night, watching slap fights. I'm excited. It's gonna be so fun. It starts in less than 45 minutes, and we will be redirected there together after this. That's the goal, anyways. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that just sounds like a freaking weird case, to be honest. But in the meantime, let's keep listening to the judge, what he's got. We'll keep going and yeah, till it's time for slap fights.
That's Baker. Just a moment, please.
Oh, it's Miss McNiff. Oh, I hate Miss McNiff. No offense, Miss McNiff, but I don't like your style. Nicholas Baker does look a little bit baked. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna light this joint. I'm really good at rolling joints now, but I used to be really terrible. I would do slap fight against, like, I would do slap fight in the same format that coleslaw wrestling happens, as in not professionals. I don't need no fucking cement-handed pro knocking me out, but some drunk fools, I can handle that. I can take a hit to the face. I can take like a few.
Hold on. There's no sound from.
Mr. Baker, you have to unmute your device. We can't hear you, Miss McNiff. Miss McNiff, can you hear us?
Not hear us right now. I mean, let's suggest that she leaves the meeting and comes right back.
Damn, Jody.
Yes. Just a moment, sir. Attorney McNiff is having some sound issues there.
We had her leave and then come back in.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, now we can.
It's weird.
That was strange. So anyway, now this is case 2024-69 DM, Nicole Baker versus Nicholas Baker. It is Monday, April 15, 2024 at 1:36.
Nicole and Nicholas? Nicole and Nicholas? What the fuck? She does look like that lady from Night Court a little bit. Donald. Jim, I can't make any promises. I don't know about the rules of me coming down. I know you're teasing. But I can't make any promises because I don't know about the rules of me coming down there and dominating any sort of competition that I enter. You Americans don't like to lose. I'm just joking. You don't mind losing. As long as somebody wins.
PM, Attorney McNiff for the plaintiff.
Okay. Good afternoon to all of you. I will note this matter is before the court for a status conference, and Ms. McNiff has asked that we would put in place a scheduling order in this matter. Sir, a scheduling order is whereby the court puts in place various time deadlines and procedures so that the case proceeds in an orderly fashion. So the court is prepared to do that. I'll go to the plaintiff first. Ms. McNiff, what issues do you believe to be in dispute?
I believe that we have parenting time, child support, and some property distribution.
Okay. Sir, are there any other issues you believe are in dispute in the case?
I don't believe so.
Okay, are you disputing custody or anything else?
Not at this time.
Okay. So the court will put those 3 items down. Ms. McNiff, are you in need of discovery in this matter?
I don't believe so. We've exchanged verified financial information. I've done some discovery already. I think mediation might help.
Okay. Why don't we just set the discovery deadline for May 1? That gives you a little time. If you need it.
Perfect.
Sir, discovery is a process whereby you can acquire information from the other side if there's something that you need. So if you have to do that by May 1, okay?
Okay.
The court would then set mediation for May. Ms. McNiff, who would you like as the mediator?
Mr. John Brundage.
Okay. Sir, do you have any problem with Mr. Brundage serving as mediator?
Alana, not today because I don't have it ready, but I will look into it for sure. And I can provide other slapping in approximately 34 minutes. So, but I will look into it. I have a list of things to look into. Her name is Miss McNiff, like sniff, but with no S. Miss McNiff. McSniffer panties.
I guess not.
Okay. And as an alternate, Ms. McNiff?
Miss Podolsky.
You have a problem with Ms. Podolsky serving as a alternate?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Court will do that, and we will set we'll set June 10th at 1:30 p.m. as the settlement conference date.
Great.
Sir, I will tell you, because you're not represented, that in this scheduling order are various dates of things that you must comply with. And so when you get the order, make sure that you look it over, make sure that you comply with those dates, because if you don't, it could have serious repercussions on your case if you don't get some things filed. Okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. McNiff?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Baker?
Is it, I don't know if I can do it here, but what do I have to do to request like communicating through a court appointed app?
Oh, well, the court doesn't have any apps, but there are various apps that are available for communication.
Okay. I believe that would be best moving forward.
Okay. What are your thoughts, Ms. McNiff? Is that something we should put in place, or?
I don't have any problems with using Our Family Wizard, or if the parties find that too expensive, we could probably find one that's free or at a reduced cost.
Okay. Sir, you understand, if we did it through Our Family Wizard, there's a cost associated with that. You'll have to, basically, the court would order that parties would each bear 1/2 the cost of that.
Okay.
Okay.
Or potentially look at alternative.
Why don't you put or Ms. McNiff, if you could do an order just saying that they're going to communicate through Our Family Wizard or any other.
The free version is called App Close, Your Honor, and you think you would have figured that one out. But Our Family Wizard apparently is the one that has gotten all of their things. I haven't actually really integrated marketing campaign for them set up already, but I haven't pitched it. Anyways, App Close is the free version.
App as mutually agreed by the parties.
I can do that.
And I will tell you, so you know, but for both parties, that those services do keep track and keep a log of those communications. So if you're somebody saying things that they shouldn't say, or let's say making threatening communication, that the court will have access to that and know what you did and when you did it. So you have to, when you're using those, you have to be on your best behavior. Okay. Anything else, Ms. McNiff?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Baker?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. Court will conclude this matter. You're free to go. Have a good day.
Thanks, Judge.
Well, I'm going to have a hard time thinking that he's the one that needs the talking to on that one if he's the one asking for the use of the app. And mom sat there closed-mouthed. Anyways, let's keep it going. Is there another one that's free? Possibly. It's so possible.
You too. Thank you.
Are you just going to pop me back into the waiting room?
Yes, you have the Lewis, right?
Edwards.
Yes, I do. I believe Mr. Zubik is handling Edwards.
Oh.
All right. We will be back with you, Liz, as soon as possible, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Let me check on who this is, your judge, in this telephone. 269-337, what's your name, please? Hello?
This is Rebecca Lewis.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. We will be with your case as soon as possible. We're still working through our 1:15 p.m.s. Okay, you're one of the 1:30s. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just wrote the names right down. Mr. Stroud, we're ready for this status.
Mr. Willis, we've had a number. We've had probably about 8 or so cases.
How is Florida going, Cole? How is Owen doing? Are you ready for slap fights tonight? Oh my gosh, Dana.
So we've got tons of attorneys all over the place.
Yep, that's completely okay. Completely understandable, Your Honor.
Can you hear me now, Mr. Stroud?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you
Great.
so much for your patience. So now this is case 2024-657CB. James Baker, OD versus George Moody and Sonia Moody. It is Monday, April 15, 2024 at 1:45 p.m. Attorney Bodette for Attorney Willis for plaintiff and Attorney Stroud for the two defendants.
Okay. So I don't mess up. You are Attorney Willis, is that correct? Or
Yeah, Willis Law. My name is Austin Bodette, Your Honor.
Bodette? Okay, sorry. I almost messed up again.
How old is Austin? He looks so stoned right now in that freeze frame that I just caught him in. Look how proud he looks. Seriously, so cute. I mean, I would be proud too if I was a lawyer. I was pretty proud of myself today. I influenced people at the sandwich line to get their sandwich different because they overheard how I got my sandwich. Look at me influencing people. Heading to the beach tomorrow. And then the Wizard of Oz Museum on Monday. That sounds awesome. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Okay, Mr. Bodette, enlighten me. What's happening in the case at this point?
Yeah, so the parties have engaged prior to suit in some initial settlement discussions. We couldn't agree to a final number, and this lawsuit ensued. We've been working on a joint status report, and we've been discussing potential mediators for the case as well. And we will be filing some initial discovery here in the next week or so.
Okay. What the court will do is the court will give you about 14 days to arrive at a mediator. If you don't, then the court will just randomly assign a mediator.
Okay. Yeah, we will discuss. I'll discuss with opposing counsel, and we'll see if we can agree on somebody for the
Okay.
case.
When you do, please contact our office. Let us know that you have arrived at a mediator and who it is.
Of course.
Okay. Mr. Strout, anything that you have in this matter?
The only comment I'd make about what counsel just said is that I have not been involved in the settlement discussions that must have gone on before my watch.
Okay. Well, that's fine. They didn't say they settled on anything, so.
No, I know, but I am a little worried about expectations though. Be that as it may, I have one question. There is a ex parte case scheduling order that provides that pleadings may be amended only by leave of the court. I am within 14 days of my answer. Am I free to file an amended answer if I want to?
Yes, you can file an amended answer.
Okay. I don't think I really have any other questions. We talked about picking a mediator. We talked about a joint pretrial statement. Counsel mentioned discovery. I have not seen a plaintiff's disclosure yet. Is there one coming?
That will be coming this week as well.
Okay, good.
Okay, well, good. Keep us apprised of what's happening with the mediation, and then you have some other dates coming up on that for a lot of different things in this and the settlement conference date as well. So we will let you go and not keep you any longer. Have a good afternoon, gentlemen.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay, so we missed 420. That's very stonerish of me. I think I did light this joint right around 420. But anyways, happy 420. It is 420 on the West Coast. I'm smoking BC Bounty, which is an indica. And I am excited for slap bites tonight. In reality, am I going to make soup? No, because I'm going to watch the slap bites. So I might make ramen noodles. That might be my oh, I also have instant miso soup I could make. Probably a reality check, you know. But let's keep going. Let's keep going until it's 4:45. The boys have started, then we'll redirect into their live. Actually, you know what? The miso would be really good because I have a thing of tofu, like soft tofu, that I can zhuzh it up with. So I will do that. I think that's a good idea.
Go on to our next suit. Oh, let me try this person again. I don't know if this is probably one of the parties to that case or not. Nope, this case. But hold on, he's trying again. Okay, now you should be able to talk to us now, sir. What's your name?
Brandon J. Cox.
No, I'm talking to this other gentleman. iPhone 2, what's your name? You should be able to talk to us now, sir.
Greg Edwards.
Okay, Edwards. Okay. I'm gonna put you back in the waiting, sir, and we'll be with your case soon, okay? We're still working through our 1:15 PMs. Thank you. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna move on to your case. So this is 2024 663 CB. TBF Financial versus Family Ties Construction and Lawrence J. Cox. It is Monday, April 15, 2024 at 1:49 PM. Attorney Hintz for plaintiff and one of the defendants is here.
Okay. This is a status conference in this matter. I'll ask you, Mr. Hintz, what's happening in the case and where are we at?
Thank you, Your Honor. John Hintz appearing for the plaintiff. And Mr. J. Cox, Brandon J. Cox, who's the registered agent for Family Ties Construction, LLC, has been in contact with me regularly, Your Honor. And we've been talking, we've been attempting to resolve this matter, and settlement offers have been exchanged. He has given me one on behalf of the business. And Lawrence J. Cox, and I may be speaking out of turn, Your Honor, and I apologize, is his relative, and he had signed the personal guarantee. Mr. J. Cox, I'm informed, is not in good health and was not able to be here, but Brandon J. Cox, who is the registered agent of Family Ties Construction, can certainly speak. He's been forthcoming with me, and we are putting together a settlement arrangement, Your Honor, to resolve this matter.
Okay. Mr. J. Cox, is that your understanding what's happening?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What I'll do is, as you're trying to come to a resolution, I'll let you know that we're going to give you 14 days to arrive at name of a mediator to mediate this matter in the event that you're not able to come to an agreement.
I'm trying to get a guest spot on Creedence and Mikey, but West Coast correspondent, no luck so far. I'm just joking. I would love to handle some of the slap fights. Like I said, I would compete against some drunk girl, not some like UFC girl. You know what I mean? I'm not that dumb. I'm dumb enough to be willing to take a hit to the face, though.
Yes, Your Honor.
So if you can't come to an agreement in that 14-day period, then at least come to an agreement as to who will mediate the matter. And then when you do Mr. Hintz, if you'd contact my office, let us know when you're going to be mediating and who the mediator is.
I will do so, Your Honor, and I will be preparing some documentation to send to Mr. J. Cox, for everyone to sign, and we will get that to you, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. J.
Jaycox is actually a special cock ring that is shaped like a J. Like it's got a J hook on it. But it's also a cock ring, hence the name Jaycox. Don't steal my idea. Actually do, I don't care.
Cox, is there anything that you have at this point that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And Mr. Hintz, anything else?
No, Your Honor, not at this time. I will
Okay.
be submitting paperwork.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll let you go. You have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll be in touch, Mr. J. Cox. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, very good. Let's move on to the settlements, Judge. There's
Status, people.
Lusmer. I don't have anybody for that.
Oh,
case.
nobody's, okay.
Yes, let's leave that one dead last, and let's move on to the settlements. So for Lewis,
Hold on. I feel like we should definitely skip to that. Last, dead last. Also, cellulite yoga pants, I noticed, because I am just like teachers. I notice these things, but it's okay. I'm a cool teacher, so I don't care that you're late. I am glad that you're here and that you're going to come to Slap Fights with us tonight. Yeah. I feel like we should skip, but what do we got? We got 15 minutes before slap fights start. We have about 15 minutes of this left if I don't talk. So, well, we can probably do it. Look at us. It's almost like I fucking planned it.
I understand that we're going to take this. So we need to get the right people here. And Attorney Parrott is filling in for Attorney Pace.
Okay.
Okay, one moment.
It's on the call.
Can you hear us, Attorney Parrott?
Yeah, it'll be redirected from here, Lisa. And it's also pinned at the top.
Mr. Parrott, you're muted.
Am I unmuted now?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Okay, your plaintiff's audio is still not working.
Should be unmuted at this point.
Yes, we can hear you, but we cannot hear the plaintiff. His audio connection is not working. Wait,
You mean
can you hear us
defendant?
now, sir? Mr. Lewis?
Hello?
Okay, there we go. All right, thank you everybody for your patience. So this is case 2023-2940 DM. Michael Lewis versus Rebecca Lewis. It is Monday, April 15, 2024 at 1:54 p.m. Attorney Parrott filling in for Attorney Pageno and Attorney McNiff for defendant. Defendant is here via telephone.
Okay. Mr. Parrott, I'll go to you first as you represent the plaintiff. I've been advised that you did settle all child-related issues at mediation, but not property division. Is that accurate?
To my understanding, Your Honor, that's not accurate. I was asked to handle a pro-con today.
Okay,
That's correct. We have settled all of the property issues, Your Honor.
okay,
We settled them after mediation, but we've been negotiating up until last week.
okay. That's just what I had in my notes, is that you hadn't, but we didn't have that other information.
We have good news for you, Judge.
Okay, great. Well,
Although
I have
very
some
bad news.
Yeah, I have some bad news for you, Ms. McNiff, is your client has not paid the mediation fee as of yet.
Oh, generally we take care of that, so I'll make sure my office staff does that.
Okay, okay,
Well, as of last week when I was preparing these.
Yeah.
So,
okay, please take care of that then. Mr.
Uh,
Parrish, what we'll do is have Mr. Lewis, we'll have Mr. Lewis raise his right hand, we'll have him sworn in, we'll take some proofs.
raise your
Thank
right hand.
you, Your Honor.
Please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Parrott.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Lewis, can you state your full name and address for the record, please?
Yes, Michael Quinn Lewis, 100 Mingus Creek Place, apartment F306, Battle Creek, Michigan, 49015.
Mr. Lewis, you came to the law firm of Butler, Towson and Paisno sometime in 2023 for purposes of filing a complaint for divorce in a matter against Rebecca S. Lewis. Is that correct?
Yes,
And a complaint for divorce was prepared and was provided to you for your review. Do you recall that?
yes,
We made certain allegations in that complaint for divorce that were representations to the court that the facts asserted therein were true and accurate to the best of your information, knowledge, and belief. Do you remember that?
yes, yes,
And do the facts that were alleged in the complaint, were they true at the time you filed the complaint?
yes,
And do they remain true today?
yes,
Okay, you have alleged in the complaint that on or about October 6, 2001, that you married Rebecca S. Lewis in the city of Battle Creek in the state of Michigan in a marriage ceremony before somebody who was authorized to perform marriages. Is that true?
yes,
At the time your wife married you, her name was Rebecca Sue Corkwell. Is that correct?
yes,
And she took your name, Rebecca Sue Lewis, after the time you were married. Is that correct?
yes,
At the time you filed the divorce complaint, had you resided within the state of Michigan for a period of not less than 180 days immediately preceding the filing of the complaint?
yes,
And had you resided within Calhoun County for a period of not less than 10 days immediately preceding the complaint?
yes,
My understanding is that you and Mrs. Lewis have one child, Lauren Sue Lewis, who is approximately 14 years old now. Is that correct?
she's 15, but yes, one minor
Okay,
child.
very good. Okay, and you have, in relation to issues of custody, parenting time, and all other ancillary issues related to the minor child, have settled all those matters in accordance with the terms of an agreement with Miss Lewis. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and do you believe that agreement to be in the best interests of the minor child?
Yes,
Okay, and is your wife currently pregnant?
no,
Okay. You've alleged in your complaint that there was a breakdown of the marriage relationship to the extent that the objects of matrimony were destroyed and that there remains no reasonable likelihood that the marriage could be preserved. Is that true?
that is true.
And could you briefly explain to the court, you don't need to get into details, but briefly explain to the court what precipitated the filing of your divorce complaint?
We just didn't love each other anymore. There was too many differences that we couldn't put aside.
Okay. And during the term of your marriage, you accumulated various other property items that have now been allocated pursuant to the terms of a property settlement that Miss McNiff spoke of previously. Is that correct?
Yes,
And once encapsulated within a judgment of divorce, you're asking this court to enter a judgment for this court's consideration. Is that correct?
that's correct.
And you're doing so based upon the belief that if this court were not to enter the judgment of divorce, you and your wife would not resume cohabitating as husband and wife. Is that correct?
We would not, correct.
Okay. Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Thank you. Court will find that the testimony does establish a statutory basis. There has been a showing. There's been a breakdown of the marital relationship. The court will preserve the proofs in this matter pending receipt of the approved judgment and UCSO. Sir, you're not divorced until I sign the final papers. That still may take a couple weeks yet, so. But at that time, I want to wish you best of luck. I hope everything works out for you, and the court will end these proceedings. You're free to go. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I think, well, we're not going to have enough time for a whole nother case because we have slap fights to get to in approximately 5 minutes. So, what should we do? Okay, I'll hit play for 1 more minute and then, hi, Mayor. Reminder, we will get redirected together to the slap fights. Just give me 1 sec.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
so let's move on now to the Blanchfield case. We're going to be taking proofs there too. Oh yes, we were informed this morning that they do have a consent order signed. So we'll just take the proofs. Just a moment, let me see.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Sir, you should be able to unmute your device now. Mr. Blanchfield.
Mr. Blatchfield, just hit the mic in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. That will unmute it.
He just
If it
can't
doesn't
do it.
unmute it, you might have to
Blanchfield.
disconnect and then reconnect, and then hopefully we'd be able to get you in at that time.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, fucking
Yes,
fine.
we can hear you now.
Okay.
Finally got it. Sorry about that.
Thank you so much for your patience. So now this is 2020.
But now it's too late because we're going to be done in 3 minutes and I'm not going to listen to their whole case. So here we're going to skip to the end. They get divorced. Spoiler alert, watch. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day, blah, blah, blah. What a wonderful way. We're going to be bitching all the way. Now it's time for Gregory Edwards Day. Is it? He didn't even say a word. He didn't say a word the whole hearing. Do you see that? But he does look like he's in a coffin. Like a purple coffin. A big one. Okay. Let's just and he said save the last one for dead last too. But we're not going to watch the whole thing. Oh, they were married though. Brooke and Gregory. Crazy as well. Muy crazy. Muy crazy. The man formerly known as iPhone 2, now known as Gregory Edwards, who looked like he was living in a coffin. But he's not. Like I said, tonight, guys, we have special plans. I am excited to join you all as we go together to watch slap fights tonight over on Creedence and Mikey. I think we should bring the beaver emoji with us. I think it's a standard emoji, and I think it reflects slapping very well. So together, I think that we should be using the beaver slaps emoji in the chat a lot. That's just for fun. Oh, Gregory and Brooke were an item. They were. I'm all dressed up for the fights, and I've got somewhere to go, ladies and gentlemen. Very close. I'll probably wait till they go live, and then it'll redirect us over to the boys. But I think Slap the Beaver, that kind of thing. Also, see there, Bev's got them. The beavers. Also, check out Jonathan's new channel. He's working on it. It is very hard to do this, so give support to all of our friends who are trying, please. Yeah, we like beeves in the chat. Beeves in the chat. As a reminder, did he change? Yeah, 7:45. That's in like right now. Right? I don't even know what. Oh, Alana, you know what I watched the other day for the second time was the Beard Meets Food eating unlimited cake. It was crazy. It was crazy. He ate like, I can't remember, like 16 or 18 pieces of cake. A little bit nuts. But it looked really good and made me want to make cake. Especially a lavender lemon cake. Sounds delicious. I'm not really, I know, scheduled for, I've got an eye on it on my other thing, but yeah, so good. But this place in Britain allowed anybody to come in and do unlimited cake for 22 pounds. Okay? So you can imagine 22 pounds and you can eat as much cake as you want in 90 minutes. Fuck. And cheesecake was included in that kind of cake. So there. Oh, the wind has died down at my place, by the way. Just letting everybody know. Oh, Mayor, I owe you a thank you. Sorry. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to hit my outro stuff. I am going to play my thing. Let us be redirected over there together. We can wait there together. I bet they'll be live shortly. So, as a reminder, thank you for being here. I love you all so very much. Oh, and I forgot to say it last night, but I hit 1,600 subscribers, and I'm really proud and thankful for each and every one of you. So thank you so much for helping me hit that milestone. And we are going to keep going together. So thanks again. Reminder, and remember that I love you. I'm proud of you. And I will see you right now at Slap Fights. We're going to be redirected together.